The most important skill as an outfielder is to be able to take the precise route. I'm Chris Coghlan with InsideBaseball.com, and I'm here to talk to you about how to cover the most ground and take a precise route to a ball. One of the things that I learned when I got to the big leagues was to learn how to run to an area without looking at the baseball, because most people know already that you don't cover as much ground if I just take off running and I look at the ball the whole time, versus when I actually get set, I see the ball, I've made my, my read off the ball, and then I take off, and if I just run with my head down or straight, and then after 4, 5, 6 steps, however long it is, if the ball's hit in the gap, to be able to look up and go, oh, there's the ball, I'll be able to cover more ground. So I have a drill for you that I used and that really helped me when I transitioned to the big leagues to play the outfield. The best way to practice this is actually live BP. One thing that I think the youth does is they just look at it as a shagging instead of an actual opportunity to work on your craft. Even in the infield, ground balls off live bat, and the outfield, for this case, off the bat live is the best way to read it, because it's the most game-like you can get without obviously being in the game. So one thing that I practice in BP is I try to play shallow. I try to play more shallow so that when they hit the ball, more of the balls are going to go over my head, so I can actually practice running without looking at the ball, and then being able to judge, okay, did I overrun that ball? Was it too far to my left? Was it too far to my right? And I can assess my route running. The other way, another thing is to be able to have a coach, do the fungo and be able to hit it in the air. It's a little more controlled and you can get a little more reps. For this drill, and what I think is the easiest way to get the most reps and the most controlled environment, is to have a coach, come in, and he ends up throwing the ball in the air to a certain area, and you get used to running to that spot. So we're going to show you this drill right now that I practice. I'm going to get ready, and he's going to point to a side, whichever side. I turn the brake to that side, and within the first step or two, I look when he releases the ball to gauge, where is that ball going to go? Is it to my left a little more from where I'm running? To the right? Is it far? Is it short? And then I gauge based on my eyes how fast I'm going to run or where I'm going to run to. I take the next 3 or 4 steps looking down, and then I peek up, and hopefully the ball's right there. So we're going to show here. Game. Guys, I can't emphasize enough the importance of a drill like this, getting reps in live BP and getting balls off the fungo. The only way you're going to get better at running more precise routes and covering more ground is practice. That's it. So I hope that this is just one drill that you can use in a controlled environment to help you accelerate your game in the outfield.